She left me for another man. But when he broke her, she came back to me. The problem? I wasn't the same man anymore. I used to believe that love was simple. You meet someone. You give them your heart. And somehow, everything just works out. That's what I thought. That's what I believed. Until I met Emma. Emma wasn't the kind of girl who demanded attention. She didn't need to be loud to be noticed. There was something calm about her. Something that made the chaos in my life feel quiet. And somehow, she chose me. I still remember the first time we spoke. It wasn't dramatic. No music playing in the background. No slow-motion moment. Just two people, talking. But something about that conversation felt different. Real. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And before I realized it, she had become a part of my everyday life. We weren't perfect. But we were easy. No unnecessary drama. No constant fights. Just comfort. Late-night calls that stretched into early mornings. Random walks through empty streets. Talking about dreams, fears, and everything in between. She used to look at me and say, "You're my safe place." And every time she said it, I felt like I had a purpose. I didn't just love her. I built my life around her. Every plan I made included her. Every future I imagined had her standing right beside me. And that's where I made my biggest mistake. I made her my world, instead of keeping her as part of it. Because love doesn't always end with a bang. Sometimes it fades. Quietly. At first, I didn't notice. Or maybe I didn't want to. Her replies became slower. Calls became shorter. Excuses became more frequent. "I'm just tired. I've got a lot going on. You're overthinking." And I believed her. Because when you truly love someone, you don't look for lies. You look for reasons to trust them. Until one night, everything changed. It was raining. Cold. Silent. The kind of night that feels heavier than usual. I had just finished work and stopped by a small cafe. I wasn't expecting anything. Just a coffee and a quiet moment. But life had other plans. Through the glass window, I saw her, sitting across from someone else. At first, I froze. My mind refused to accept what my eyes were seeing. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe I'm overthinking. But then, he reached across the table and took her hand. She didn't pull away. That moment didn't break me. It ended something inside me. I stood there, watching. Not moving. Not reacting. Just processing. The girl I loved. Laughing with someone else. And in that moment, I understood everything. I didn't walk in. I didn't shout. I didn't create a scene. Because deep down, I already knew the truth. That night, she texted me like nothing had happened. "Hey. I miss you, Red Heart Hash." I stared at the message for a long time. Reading it again and again. And for the first time, I didn't know how to respond. So I didn't. The next few days were strange. She acted normal. Texting. Calling. Saying "I love you" like it still meant something. And I played along. Not because I was weak, but because I needed to see how far she would go. Every word she said felt heavier now. Every "I love you" sounded like a lie. And slowly, something inside me started to change. I stopped reacting. Stopped questioning. Stopped caring. And that's when she noticed. "You've changed," she said one night. I almost laughed. Changed? No. I had just woken up. Weeks turned into months. And piece by piece, I let her go. Not all at once. But slowly. Like removing something toxic from your system. I started focusing on myself. Going to the gym. Working longer hours. Building something of my own. I became disciplined. Focused. Stronger. Not just physically, but mentally. The boy who once needed her was gone. And in his place stood someone she wouldn't recognize anymore. Then one day, she disappeared. No calls. No texts. No explanation. Just, gone. At first, it hurt. Not because I missed her, but because I realized how easy it was for her to walk away. But I didn't chase. I didn't beg. I didn't send long paragraphs asking for closure. Because deep down, I already had it. Months passed. Life moved on. And so did I. Until one evening, my phone lit up. Her name. I stared at the screen. But this time, my heart didn't race. No anxiety. No excitement. Just silence. I answered. Her voice was different. Softer. Fragile. "I need to see you," she said. And for a moment, I thought about saying no. But curiosity won. We met the next day. Same city. Same streets. But everything felt different. She looked at me. Like she had lost something. Something important. "I messed up," she said. "I thought I found something better." She paused. But I was wrong. I stayed quiet. Let her speak. "He left," she continued. "And when he did," her voice cracked. "I realized what I had lost. There it was. The truth. Finally. I miss you," she whispered. "I miss us." I looked at her. Really looked at her. And for a moment, I remembered everything. The laughs. The late nights. The way she used to smile at me. But then, I remembered the cafe. The laughter. The betrayal. And just like that, the feeling disappeared. "I still love you," I said. Her eyes lit up. Hope returned. Relief washed over her face. But then I finished the sentence. "I just don't want you anymore." Silence. The kind that feels heavier than any scream. She blinked. Confused. Hurt. "You don't mean that," she said. I smiled. Not out of happiness, but out of closure. "I do." Tears filled her eyes. But this time, they didn't affect me. Because I had already cried those tears. Alone. Months ago. "You were everything to me," I said. "And you chose someone else." She tried to speak. But I didn't let her. "You didn't lose me when he left you," I continued. "You lost me the moment you thought I wasn't enough." Her silence said everything. "I forgive you," I said. "And that's why I'm walking away." And for the first time, I meant it. No anger. No hate. Just peace. I stood up. Turned around. And walked away. This time. For good. I didn't look back. Because I knew. If she was meant for me, she wouldn't have needed to lose me. To realize my worth. And that was my revenge. Not shouting. Not hurting her. But becoming someone she could never have again. Sometimes the strongest revenge isn't making them suffer. It's making them realize they lost someone they'll never replace.